Some of you may know this song. And there's a reason why I'm playing this right now. Who I truly believe could lock down LeBron James. What's up, everybody? Week 5 is starting here. Fantasy football, it's actually started already. But the reason why I started with that introduction is because I had an interesting conversation with one of the team owners this week. This whole debate that goes back and forth between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. And I'm just going to say it like this. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. That's it. LeBron James is great. He's the best player of this generation. Top 5 player all time. Michael Jordan is still the best. And like the video I posted a few days ago, and like I was explaining to this team owner, he's the Babe Ruth of basketball. Everything is compared to him. In my opinion, LeBron James is this version's Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. He's dominating the game. He is, like every person in their generation. And off the court, LeBron James, I give it to 100%. Great guy, what he does with his education, with the schools, and great. Basketball, hands down, looking at all the intangibles, Michael Jordan is the greatest all time. 6-0 in the finals. The man retired from basketball, came back 2 years later, and won 3 more championships after winning his initial 3. The guy was all defensive player, scoring champions, all-star, MVP, you name it, he did it. And the biggest question you ask at the end of the day, with the game on the line, who do you want to have the ball to shoot that last shot? If your answer is Michael Jordan, there's nothing else that needs to be said. I don't care about anything else. If you have a game, it's the last shot, who's the guy you want to shoot that? That answer is Michael Jordan. Why? Because he's done it time and time again in the biggest spots ever. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, fantasy football, week 5. Let's see. Last week, I lost again. I'm not understanding. I've never seen a fantasy season go the way it's going this year. Quarterbacks are dominating the league more than ever before. We have so many 40 and 50-point games that I've ever seen happen in multiple seasons. And we're talking about this is only the first 4 weeks. And we've had quite a few. Wide receivers having monster games. Running backs non-existent except for running backs who can catch the ball. Maybe that's what the NFL is trending to. I'm hoping once the weather changes, it comes back to traditional football of guys running the ball, because right now I'm getting killed. With that being said, I lost last week to Red Ghost, which drops me down to 1-3. And Red Ghost is now 3-1, tied for second place. Congrats, Frankie. Man, after Thursday, I was already down by a ridiculous amount of points. You actually only had, I think, 8 guys playing because you had Burkhead, who was freaking on the IR, and I still lost. With that being said, congrats. I expect to come back in the playoffs. Let's see. What other matchups did we have last week? All All right, I'm checking over here. So we are week 4. We had Legendary Giants against M-Team 8000, and Legendary Giants pulls off the win, 146 to 113. Wow, big game. See what I'm saying? High-scoring game. Do you remember when 113 points would win you the week? Not anymore, man. 146. It's insane. I mean, look, everybody this week, except for me and Brooklyn Giants, scored over 100 points. I mean, that's insane. That doesn't happen. But I guess that's to do NFL. All right, so Legendary Giant wins. They go to 2-2. MC 8000 loses. They also drop down to 2-2. Let's see. Next, we have Team Deal against Mean Machines. Mean Machine, you score 115 points, and you lose because Team Deal scores 161. This is insane. Matt Ryan, monster game, throws for 3 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott has over 30 points. Cooper and Kittle over 20 points. Like, it's just insane. Trubisky had 6 touchdowns last week from the Bears. I think that's like the total he had all last season. I mean, it's insane. Team Deal gets his first win. He goes to 1-3. Mean Machines, you've lost 2 in a row now. You're down to 2-2. Next matchup. Frank's Jets against Bushwick Hitmen. And wow, they took another one. You score 132 points. And you lost. That's insane. 148-132. Looking at Frank's Jets, man, Brady, Bernard, Gordon, Cooks, all over 20 points. Goff had 56 points. So you start off with 56 points on Thursday, and you still lost. The NFL's crazy this year. Sorry, man. Bushwick Hitman drops down to 1-3. Frank now at 2-2. Wow, we got a lot of 2-2 teams. Next up, Flying Buffalo Wings against Bad Boys. And Flying Buffalo Wings gets their first win, 123 to 104. Good job, Alex. And pretty much it was contributions across the board. He had almost everyone in double figures with Jeffrey and Lockett. Lockett and Graham just missing it by tenths of a point. So good. That was just an all-around effort. Flying Buffalo Wings goes up to 1-3. Bad Boys drops down to 2-2. Next up, Battle of the Unbeatens. LeBron is a bum, man. My son Jordan's got a good team, man. He goes to 4-0 as he beats Gotham Knights 165 to 118. Man, he had a big game. Kamara, 39 points. Kamara's been a monster this season. And those 39 points came against the Giants, which hurt a lot. Dropped the Giants to 1-3. Tough game. Cook had a big game, 28 points. Shepard, a guy who I dropped because, don't ask me why, who scores 20 points for him, has a big game. Tate had a big game for Gotham Knights as well as Barkley and Wentz, but, man, LeBron is a bum takes it. They go to 4-0. Gotham Knights drops down to 3-1, tied for second with also Guns and Roses, who brought a shellacking to Brooklyn Giants, 120 to 67. Holy crap. Evan, you had Mahomes, who had a monster game for you. Hopkins, Ertz. Good game, man. Just no one was going for Brooklyn Giants, man. Everybody was just, it was bad. So, I mean, I'm still doing okay because the top 8 teams make the playoffs. And I'm 1-3, but there's a lot of 2-2 teams. So I just got to make sure I start winning. Maybe the weather needs to get colder because I got too many good players to be this low. This week I'm going against MC 8000. Marco, I'm sorry, man, but I need to win badly. Right now you're beating me after Thursday's matchup. At least I'm not getting blown out. It seems like every Thursday after it ends, I'm down by 60 points. At least now I'm only down by 8. So, I'm coming for you, Marco. Let's see. What other games do we have for this week? Bad Boys versus Red Ghost. The battles of the... Frankie's 3-1. Let me see. Looking at both teams. Man, Minnesota going against Philly. Rematch of the NFC Championship game. Looking at both things, I think Bad Boys may come out with the win in this week. He's got some good matchups. And A.J. Green, Julio Jones against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh can't stop anybody. I think Bad Boys is going to take it this week to go to 3-2. Team Deal versus Flying Buffalo Wings. One team will go to 2-3. Right now, we're still close with both guys having one guy who's played. Um, you know what? Oh, this is going to be tough, but I think Team Deal's going to get it just because Cooper is finally starting to catch on. Ryan has been on a tear, and like I said, he's going against the Pittsburgh defense who can't stop anybody. I mean, Fitzpatrick had 400 points against them, so I think Team Deal's going to take the win. But then again, you never know. Look what happened last week. All right, who else is next? Then we have Gotham Knights versus Brooklyn Giants. I'm gonna ride Gotham Knights, man. I think Barkley's gonna have a monster game, and I just think they're gonna take it this week. I think Gotham Knights is gonna go to 4-1. Mean Machines against Legendary Giants, and I think Legendary Giants gonna take it. Ebron's already had a big game. He already had 28 points. I got Legendary Giant taking that one. Then we have Bushwick Hitman against LeBron as a bum. I'm going to ride LeBron as a bum just because, man, he's been on a tear, 4-0, top team in the league. So until he loses, I'm going to have to ride him. And the last game, Frank's Jets versus Guns and Roses. Frank's Jets is already up by 35 points. Brady had a monster game. Mahomes is going up against Jacksonville, one of the best defenses in the league. I'm not sure if he's going to have a big game. I mean, unless Smith is going to go against New Orleans, so there may be a switch up there. But either way, I think Frank's Jets is going to get the win and go to 3-2 and drop Evan down to 3-2. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams that are close, man. No one's out of it. And like I said, the season this year has just been crazy. Guys who normally don't have monster games are just killing it. I mean, I've just never seen that. So, good luck, everybody, this week. And Marco, I'm going to beat you, man. That's the goal. I know a lot of Knicks fans hate that song. Oh, it just got you hyped. Remember, the GOAT. The GOAT. Okay? Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, GOATs. Have a good week, man.